Video again. So on this one, as the title says, three little things. First, as you saw in the introduction, kind of saw my ADC bag. I'm still working on it, and that's the new bag. It's just I'm trying a few things here and there. It's all in the bag, all fits inside, and it's a place. I'm trying different place now to because now that I've kind of decreased the space that I live in, it's harder to find a spot to leave things. But also it has a little bit of a reason that it's there. Anyway, I'll talk a bit more when I'll get to the bag. But the bag is pretty good. I weighed it at about 50 pounds, but this is with 3 liters of water because I have a water bladder in there. And this is about the maximum that I was wanted to. So like I said, I keep kind of taking off things or reviewing it, see how it works, wearing it. And in the near future, one of the big thing I would like to do is, this is why I'm trying to finish it by at least end of April, beginning of May, is that I would like to do a test run with it. So basically, first for 72 hours, live off the grid. So basically no electricity, no water in the house. And the second thing is I would like to see, basically walk with it with in a bugging out situation. So basically, because it's a bug out bag, so let's try it. And so basically I would walk from here to different things, and obviously I would bring you with me on that trip. The other update that I would like to do is, and I'm working a little bit on a small project. I'm waiting for some articles and stuff to finish my research. But one of the big questions I've been asking myself, in the same, as you can see, I kind of go on the infectious disease and everything, kind of going on. I did a video in the past where I was saying, you know, like, well, I'm not quite sure about antibiotics. And because everybody in their videos, those fish antibiotics, the only thing you can survive with is fish and fish and fish and fish, and fish antibiotics, and everybody buys them. And I was making a video that, well, you know, there's other stuff to it. So I'm still taking that position, but I'm starting to question a little bit more that maybe I should go into that route a little bit more. But, and this is where I want to do my research, because contrary to most people, where they're just like, buy those fish things and that's it, when to use them and how to use them. I still believe that, like I was saying in my video, that prevention is a better. So, for example, pneumonia. Well, preventing pneumonia and having other things is a little bit better, because just different pneumonia that you can have, the acquired ones that you have in the community is quite different than a pneumonia, for example, in the hospital, and so they're different than antibiotics. And this is one of the issues, though, to search a subject like this. There's no real research on that, because, like, for example, on antibiotics, well, it would be unethical in the era that we live on antibiotic to see, can we do without it? And so obviously there won't be research like this, and the research I found is more which antibiotic should you use for X versus Y. So for example, in pneumonia, what they call community acquired pneumonia versus hospital acquired pneumonia. So two different bugs basically, that kind of, and therefore also in different antibiotics for it. And so this is where I kind of disembark on the train of buying antibiotic in the antibiotic versus the community, is that all they tell people is that have those antibiotics and that's it, but they don't really tell it good when to use them, how to use them. And there is an issue with that, because more I'm actually in this kind of infectious disease, and again, it's not my expertise, but more I'm kind of learning about it. There's a big push right now in the medical community for what they call antibiotic stewardess, which is basically means that you have to use antibiotic in a better way, because now we're kind of giving it to anyone and that's it. And what they're finding out is there's different strategy according to your bug, because basically sometimes what you want to do is hit it hard and hit it fast, meaning that you want to wipe out all the bugs very quickly so that they don't stay. But in some other time, that tactic is not a good one, because what you're doing is that the resistant bugs, because you can, let's say for example, especially in the GI tract infection, if you kill a lot of the bugs, what you're getting is that those resistant antibiotics now have a bigger space to survive and thrive, because you just take off the competition. And so then some disease, doing that strategy doesn't work well, because there's a decreased proliferation of antibiotic versus killing the bugs. So there's different tactics and everything. So it's much harder and much more complicated than just have your fish antibiotics, take them according to the 5 best antibiotics you should have, and if you have an infection on the eye, do this, and if you have an infection of that, because there is studies in the hospital setting is that if you choose the wrong antibiotics, you are worsening the morbidity of patients. So basically, they do worse if you don't choose the right antibiotic because of that, because of those kind of a few things. So basically, I'm doing a few research on that, and obviously, when I get a little better answer, I'll post a video. But this is one that is coming in, and I'm very looking forward to it, because maybe I'll get on the wagon as well as get antibiotics, but the it won't be as just have the antibiotics and everything. There will be some explanation on how to use them and why to use them, because I'm a big believer in this, the reason of this channel. Another update. As the east is getting hit hard with snow, there's no snow at all here. Like, it's actually a lot of ski centers are closed and everything. So my very looking forward to ski season has become, woohoo, let's go hiking and stuff. So actually, in the next few days, I'll be going for a few hikes. So hopefully, I hope I'll be able to bring I'll be bringing the GoPro and be sharing that with you. And so I'm looking forward to kind of see now my new playground. So on this matter, I'll have video, because now my channel initially was more medical, but it became like ADC bags and ADC questions and survival, and so it's a little bit of mix and match. And outdoors is a big part of it, so I hope with this. And actually also on Monday I'm seeing someone on the outdoor thing, and I'll make it back, but there's what we call a hyperbaric chamber. It's basically it's a big room that you can put people, so when they have diving accidents or other complication, that it reproduce certain altitude. So either you basically put pressure in that chamber, and basically you can do different sea levels, or above sea levels, or under sea level, so you can reproduce different things. And I'm going to be chatting with someone, because I may be working casual on this, so this will be very interesting if I get in there, because that means experience and some cool videos on explaining biotrauma and dive accidents and everything. So that'll be the interesting medical part of it. So anyway, that's for the update. Let's go with the other part, and so it's kind of a part of an update as well, but I thought of an idea. I was watching a video on something, I forgot what it was, but they were talking about cheesecloth. And my brain works that way sometimes. I watch something like, hey, why not? And in the past I mentioned that in my long-term, so I got kind of two first aid approach or care approach. And so there's like, especially in wounds, and so this will be for wound cares. But I have the what we call the 21st century dressings, and the reason that I have those dressings is I mentioned in a few past video is that they work better, they heal faster, and as well as you don't need to, you have less disposable, because like when I did my famous burn dressing, I only did 4 dressings, so basically all I would have to dispose of would be this much versus I don't know, a big bag of gauze that I would have, I don't know where I would have put it. The advantage of those are it, but I always keep, even if it's low, if I don't believe much, that's why I don't invest much in it, but that doesn't mean that you should rule it out. And in case also I lose those 21st century dressing, or have more people than I expected. My other strategy versus a lot of people, they kind of have a lot of gauze, is to have dressings that you can reuse. So a little bit more like at the beginning of the centuries, what they used to do, have like cotton dressing. And I tried different things. I was looking at towels, because you can go to the dollar store. But what I found is that they're very meshy, and they're big and bulky, and it wouldn't work very well. And so the other thing though, so now what I was looking at is cotton, right? Because the gauze is nothing else than cotton. And what I found is cheesecloth. And so what I did is I bought, and it was like $4 for 3 yards. So $4 for 3 yards, and as you can see, it's very. And I just cut this piece now, so I could do a different different tests on it. But basically, it has multiple purpose. So just like people they like to have bandana and everything, I think this would have even more purpose to it, because now you can do food with it, you can clarify, and you can clean it and reuse it. So I'll be testing that. Not sure how yet, but I'll be trying to see how it does with disinfection, cleaning, sterilizations, and stuff. So that's my idea. Cheesecloth for a bandage. And the last thing of this video is questions. I mentioned that before, is that I'm working on I'm trying to work some algorithm. And the reason that I think algorithm is better is that if you teach people that, like, let's say they don't have a lot of medical background, a lot of people, they try to teach techniques, like auscultating, suturing, and everything, which is good. But the problem is that to be able to apply those things, you have to have some knowledge to know when to apply it. So I was looking at different possibilities and stuff. And so the 3 things that I came with will be algorithm, and I'll have pictures, a little like PowerPoint coming with it, and there'll be option 1, option 2, and option 3. So what would you like to? What would work better for you? And then basically in the comment, work if you would like option 1, option 2, option 3, and yeah, it's just I want to have your opinion, so that way I can see how it would work better and stuff. So we'll leave you with this little PowerPoint, and we'll talk to you soon.